it was. Everything that you touch first, Latinos touch. We're there every day early. Everything you touch. Let me give you some examples. Taco Bell had some tainted green onions. Oh God. I got E. coli from them. Some tainted green onions showed up at Taco Bell. Okay, white people get E. coli, the whole world fucking stops. Who picks the onions? Latinos. You talk shit about us, it gets down to the fields. I didn't hear you. What did they say about us? They don't want us here, we're lazy and we're depleting the system. Oh yeah? Mira, ¿quieren onions? Mira, cabrón. Hasta en el culo, güey. Here, take that shit to Taco Bell. Take it. There's your chalupa right there. Here, let me put some hairs. Ay. For my culo, because they hurt. Ay. There. Better. Think outside the bun. There.
As a little kid, I used to have crazy dreams because, well, do you remember that, you remember Nestle's Quick? You know, the powder, you'd put it in your milk, and you'd stir it for like 30 minutes, and no matter how hard you fucking, there was still chunks of powdery magma that would float up and explode in your eye while you're trying to drink. Take a sip. Oh, goddamn, sand missile just blew up in my eye. The movie Dune is in my chocolatey drink. I don't like when the movie Dune is in my drink. Crazy. When I was like 5 or 6 years old, I took the powder and I snorted it. Because I heard about speed, so I thought speed, quick, maybe there's some kind of connection. So then I would have fucked up dreams because, you know, I was all hopped up on the queue, as we call it on the streets. I'd just be on my big wheel all strung out. What am I doing with my fucking life here, man? Yeah, I'll play kickball tomorrow. I can't kick the ball today. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling the kickball vibe. I'll tell you what dream used to scare me when I was a little kid. Used to actually totally give me nightmares. Remember those Kool-Aid commercials? Where that big talking bowl of punch, he would come crashing through your fucking wall in your living room. You wouldn't even know. He'd just, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Right? And the little kids were all excited. Yes, yes. And then they would drink out of him after debris fell in his open, dumb head. He would pour himself. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Him and his crazy tights. I don't like that. I don't like where Juice wears tights. It's a horrible combination, a bowl of Juice wearing tights. Fuck drinking out of him. If that was me, I'd be like, no, you fix that wall before my dad gets home from work. Beat me with a belt. He's not gonna believe a talking bowl of fruit punch came in here. You stupid idiot. Yeah, coming through the wall is real fucking cool. Using the front door is cool. Don't touch me, you drink. Don't touch me, you giant beverage. You are sweating or condensating. I will kick you in the tights and you will go down your very top heavy. You glass bitch. You glass bastard. Oh yeah. Oh no.
Here's a little song Bobby wrote. Could change the words, but I kept the notes. Don't worry. If you're ugly, we can all be a little ugly sometimes. When you're ugly, you think it's bad, but even pretty people look bad. Don't worry. Be ugly. Don't worry, be ugly now. Don't worry. Be ugly. Sometimes I got to be ugly. You don't have to run and hide, 'cause everyone has an ugly side. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Just be ugly. Don't worry, be ugly, don't worry. Don't you worry, be ugly. No, 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 no. Don't worry, I don't worry. Be ugly. Why are people so unkind? Don't worry. Just be ugly. Every now and then I get a bit ugly. Don't beat yourself up.
Live from the Raw Talk Studios in Southwest Florida, it's the Charles Richardson Show.
Oh, yeah. What? All right. Hello. 1, 2, 1, 2. Test.
Stay where you are. The Charles Richardson Show.
Oh, quiet. Am I low? I must be low. Yeah, everything's high.
I don't
Might
think
be
you're
high.
low. You sound fine to me.
Do I? All right. I don't know. Let me check something here real quick. Yeah, my levels are okay. Oh, I know what it is. I'm not being funny enough. I think that's what it is.
I need to be funny. I need to sound funny. What's up, everybody? How you doing? This is Mickey Mouse on Helium. Hiya.
Welcome, everybody, to the show. It is a Wednesday. It is February 20th. Jesus, my word. This month's almost over. You know what I'm happy about, though? I'm happy that very soon it's going to start, the sun's going to start setting around 8 o'clock. We get a couple extra hours now of sunlight. I'm kind of happy about that. I know Florida's been like, oh, we need to go ahead and abolish daylight savings time. We have to go ahead and get rid of it. No. We don't need to get rid of daylight savings time. That's fine.
Says someone who doesn't work with kids on a regular basis.
Does it really matter if the sun sets later or earlier in the day? They're still crazy.
Yes, it makes a huge difference. It throws them off their schedules. They're
still
so cranky that first week of daylight savings.
There's still a bunch of nutballs. It doesn't matter. It doesn't.
It does.
It doesn't. Not really. Hey, listen, we have our first good half of the show because it's not going to be just me and Alyssa jabbering. No, we actually have a guest. As a matter of fact, she is waiting in the green room. I'm still trying to figure out what the green room means. I mean, it's not green. And it's definitely not one of our rooms. I can know that. But she is waiting for us right now. She is a visionary. Kind of like Seth freaking Rollins. She is an interventionist. TEDx, which I want to ask about because I heard about it. I just don't understand what it means, but she speaks on that. Renowned figure in mental health innovation. God, do I need that. So let's go ahead and bring her on right now. It is Michelle Dickinson. Welcome to the show there, Michelle.
Hi, guys. Great to be here with you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here. So,
nice to meet you.
One of the things that really drove me to want you to be on the show is because, number one, I deal with mental health. As a matter of fact, I've seen a therapist and they say, well, you need to take some of this and you need to take some of that. And that you need to exercise, as you can see by the look at me, I don't do any of that. So I got to ask you, because, listen, when I was growing up in the 80s, 90s, whenever I was going to middle school, high school, there was no such thing as this. It's like, well, you're just, the R word. Now it's like there's a whole thing. It's like we're trying to gauge into people's brains, and there's a lot of stuff there that apparently, we're finally coming around to. I wish they had it back in that day, but I am who I am now. What drove you, first off, what drove you into being into mental illness or try to figure it out and try to fix it?
Yeah. So I have a backstory. My backstory is that I grew up with a mother who had bipolar disorder, and that experience shaped me.
I think my mom had the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's anybody who loves someone with a mental illness knows that it's not easy and it affects the entire family. So that is the backstory. And then I was happy that I just survived and became a contributing member of society, got a good job. But then I was invited by a colleague. She nominated me to give a talk, a TEDx talk, about my mother and growing up with her and what that experience was like. Because at the time, we were working to eradicate stigma in the workplace. So I gave the TED talk, and that led me to go and write my memoir, which is expanded on that experience to help people understand that, you know, just because we have things happen to us in our childhood doesn't mean it defines our trajectory. So so then I became an advocate for mental illness, but then all along I wondered to myself, why are we talking about this after the fact? Why are we not doing more ahead of the game? Why are we not preventing it?
Yeah, so my wife actually, as you can see down the bottom, she actually works with kids either on the spectrum or just a little bit above it. Basically having that, so she goes ahead and deals with that a lot. So I'm sure she'll probably have an interest in this conversation as well. First off, let me ask you just a real stupid question, and I know there's no such thing as stupid questions, although I beg to differ. But a stupid question: what is TED? Tell me what that is.
Yeah, it's the TED platform is a platform that's it's I think nationwide. It's considered the place to go to share ideas that are worth spreading. And when I worked in my former corporate job, they had their own private platform, which is considered TEDx. So, yeah, so it's a little bit different than like a nationwide stage, but they're all over and they cover various topics. And if you have something worth sharing, that's the place to be to get on the TED stage.
Yeah, see, when you say talking about Ted, I'm thinking it's like Ted the movie. Like I'm
Yeah.
going to talk about a teddy bear. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why I feel so dumb. Obviously, that's not the case, but you know what I mean. How long have you been studying mental illnesses?
So for me, like I said, I spent 19 years in a corporate job and I was minding my own business. I wasn't even in the mental health space. And then became a mental health advocate and then realized I wanted to do more around the prevention. And so through my own journey of dealing with my mom, navigating my own depression, struggling with seasonal disorder, depression disorder, and then just wanting to make a bigger difference in the world, I decided to become and work on the prevention piece. So we created something called Resilience as a Lifestyle, and it is a non-clinical mental health solution. So what we're doing is we're helping people on the prevention side. We're not unpacking your past traumas. We're not doing the clinical work. What we're doing is we're having people take a look at what they do every day, meaning their practices and their habits, as well as how they look at life. So we are what we repeatedly do, and we are what we repeatedly think. So we're looking at both of those aspects and helping them take inventory and create small shifts in their life.
See, and what I was thinking is, you said you worked so long in the corporate world and stuff like that. I would think because of the trauma that you had with your mom and living under that roof, that you would probably want to go and do this a little bit sooner. Was that just not available at that time? Like, was it like people like mental illness? What are you talking about? Was it just not available at the time, or did you not have an interest in it until later?
I don't think I had an interest in it until I gave the TED Talk and saw the reaction from folks and saw the ability I had to make a difference with my story and with the journey that I had. So yeah, I think that it was the TED Talk that really was pivotal for me, that led me to write the book, that led me to want to do more in the mental health space.
Yeah, and the book is it the Breaking Into My Life? Is that the book you're talking
Yes.
about? All right, yeah. So I have it on there. It's available on Amazon paperback, $14.95. You can go ahead and get it. Growing up with a bipolar parent and my battle to reclaim myself. Let me be blunt. How much of a battle has it been now that you're in this mindset now? Are you still struggling, or is it kind of mostly past you, or do you ever not struggle?
No, it's a journey, honestly. I think, our childhood, regardless if it is a bipolar parent, a parent with, I don't know, alcoholism in their history, whatever it is, it shapes us, right? And so I think for me, the thing was I had to figure out how to unpack that. So I put myself into clinical therapy, right? So I've been constantly unpacking this for many, many years. Put myself through Landmark Education's entire curriculum for living. Put myself through Tony Robbins' work because I was always
Really?
curious. Yeah, I was curious, like how did this affect me and how does this shape my lens on life? Because I was always on a journey to try to improve myself.
What was it like with the, I wouldn't say with, but going through the Tony Robbins workshops and anything like that? I know this guy's like high strung. I mean, he does not need any energy booster whatsoever. He's got like that natural spring inside of him. I mean, did it make you just want to go ahead and say, I'm going skydiving? Yeah, let's climb the mountain. I mean, how was that?
Exhilarating.
Yeah.
Anyone who does Walking on Fire with Tony Robbins or goes to Date with Destiny, it's an exhilarating experience. But it's a piece of the puzzle, right? If you're trying to understand who you are and sort of why you look at life through the lens you look at, it's always helpful to go to these types of immersion experiences to just unpack it.
Yeah, I mean, and definitely going through something like that just to try to like motivate you. I mean, I think that would be one of the things because what I suffer with is depression. There's just not a whole lot of motivating factors. I mean, under this roof here that I live in, it's not always the most healthy, and sometimes I struggle to find that inner peace. That's why I was going to counseling at the time. Um, Other things have happened since then, but I did go through the whole, oh, let's revisit your childhood and this and that. And it was like, but it wasn't working. I mean, and yeah, okay, go ahead and take a walk and everything like that. I would be fine out on the walk, but when I come back in, all my problems are still here. It's just, it didn't help, and I'm already on medication for diabetes and high blood pressure. I don't want any more medication. So, it's what you speak on right here. You say this is something different. This is something
Yes.
that's not no medication,
No.
and that's something that could maybe help me. I would think. So
It's interesting.
it's all in
Yeah,
that book.
it's interesting because when we started to create this brand and the work that we do, we realized that a lot of people are on a hamster wheel and they're not checking in with what it is they do every day and how they're feeling until they start feeling like they're going to hit a wall. That's why the work we do is preventing burnout in the workplace in general, with educators, with corporate folks, all walks of life. So it's really just the taking a step back and looking at what you do every day. Like I said, we are what we repeatedly do and we are what we repeatedly think. Most people don't realize the importance of the little things in their life, like taking a walk, like moving your body, right? Stress and energy are so important. And when we don't have good energy and when we're overly stressed, we're setting ourselves up for burnout. So it's really inventory of how are you sleeping? Are you hydrating? Are you eating well? Are you moving your body? Are you connecting with people you love? Are you taking care of the basics so that you can give yourself a chance to feel better?
Is that something that you would tell somebody that's basically on rock bottom? Like, I don't know where to turn. I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to talk. I just want to stay in bed and cuddle up into a ball. Is that what you basically would go ahead and start off with? Like, hey, get some vegetables in you. Let's go ahead and get up, stretch, even if it's just something light. Is that where you would start off, or you think it's maybe something different, or is different people different?
No, we typically get involved when people are coming to us when they think they're on the brink of burnout. So we're not getting people in full depression, although we have had people that come to us and they think they are, and that's when we'll recommend that they probably do need to look into getting a clinical therapist, because that's where the line is for us. But most people get a sense that if they were to continue on the trajectory they're on, they will burn out. So that's when we take them through a really comprehensive audit and just ask them some fundamental questions. And it is simple as asking them, how do you view stress and adversity? Do you disagree with it? Do you think that you're the victim of it? Or are you curious about why it's there for you? So the mindset plays a very big role in this as well.
Okay. Michelle Dickinson joining us live here. A lot of people actually joining. Actually, one actually is making some comments here. Jay is over here, says, so true. I suffer from severe PTSD and bipolar, so this is very helpful. He also agrees because he suffers from mania trauma. I think I can't sleep for days at a time. He did ask, so you are the crisis center before the crisis center. Yeah, you're like, all right, listen, if you're one step away from that one step away, you come see me.
Yeah, it's like let's get in there, and that's why we call it a interventionist, because we want to really help people get ahead of it before it does, kind of take them out of the game of life.
So you actually go on, no more, of course, buy the book, the Breaking Into My Life, and then you also have a website right here too, Resilience Lifestyle. I think I'm reading that right.
ResilienceAsALifestyle.com.
Thank you. That's what I meant to say. I was just testing you to make sure. You go on there, and one of the things is it's a resilience coach. Mm-hmm. Are we talking about the same thing, or is it something different?
Yeah, so that's what we're doing. We're either providing trainings in the corporate setting or with educators. We have very immersive learning experiences that we do, but then we also have one-on-one personalized resilience coaching and training, where we're really looking at kind of your lifestyle, what you're doing, and really unpacking it to say, could we be doing a little bit more to give you more energy and get you managing your stress better?
You actually go ahead and reach out info at resilienceasalifestyle.com. Couple of things here, a couple of points that are made right there on the main page. You navigate challenges, mental health preservation, dynamic mind shifts, persistent positive habit evaluations. I suffer all that time from positivity. Just so much negativity going on, and it doesn't matter where you look.
Can I offer you something?
Yes, please. Absolutely.
I think people need to realize the mind is not wired to make you happy. The mind is wired to protect you. So organically, if you were to just let it alone, it's going to naturally want to gravitate and look for everything that's wrong.
But how do you leave it alone, though, when it's constantly working?
So one of the hacks that you can do to hack your brain is to shift your gaze to the good stuff. I mean, like, shift your attention to what is working well for me, like what's good in my life. I need to take inventory and shift my focus, because wherever we're focusing our attention will always expand, right? So if you focused on the negative, what's going to happen? It's going to grow. So if you could take yourself through a gratitude practice every single morning, force yourself to look for 3 things you're grateful for, you're automatically going to start to shift your focus to the good stuff. You'll feel good in that moment, but then you'll also start to train your mind to look for the good stuff.
Gotcha. So it's more positive thinking. Just instead of looking at, oh, my word, I'm going to have such a rough day at work. Traffic stinks. Mm-hmm. I got a bad breakfast. I didn't sleep well. I should focus on, like, hey, I got a job. I'm making pretty good money.
Yeah.
I have this podcast that I can go ahead and bring guests on like yourself, where it helps other people. Mm-hmm. I have a loving wife, loving child.
Yes.
I'm not in foreclosure or anything. I actually have an affordable rent.
Healthy,
Well, about healthy,
relatively.
I'm breathing. Let's put it that way. I'm still breathing, so that's a good thing. So yeah, I mean, I get it. It's just it's hard to do. It's like it's just it's so tough to start. It's like trying to weed yourself off cigarettes or soda or just junk food. It's really tough. It really is. I mean, I know it can be done, but it's like, can somebody do it by themselves if they're so deep into it, or do you need like a really strong? I mean, obviously, supporting cast would always be better.
I think you just need to know that there's nothing wrong with you, that your mind organically wants to dwell on all the crap, right? And you can hack your brain by doing little things like that. Like, let's focus on the good stuff. Let's consider, what am I allowing my mind to consume every day? Like, if people have the news on in the background, or they have a negative pool of friends in their ear,
Yeah.
that's just going to fan the flame of the negativity. So crowd out your mind with good things. Like, who do you like to listen to that uplifts you? You know, is it music? Is it a podcast? Is it a motivational speaker? Crowding out that negativity is also a great way to just start to feel better.
Yeah, definitely music.
And I have talked to you about that before, too.
I know. It's you know what? I've come from a line of stubborn people. My mom being one of them, and it's just a lot of that has like transformed into who I am, which is a lot of times I don't like that person because it was always angry and it was. I think my mom had more of a chemical imbalance than bipolarism, but just latency because she was on so many medications. So, but yeah, I understand it's definitely more positive. I got to get up. I got to go ahead and I need your help, hon. I need your help to go ahead and push me through this because you've seen how I am. It's
and
not
I've been
fun.
trying to.
I'm going to Disney this weekend. I should be focusing on that. I should be focusing on going to ride Guardians and hanging with my cousin and not like, oh God, I gotta go to work. It's gonna be 8 hours. It's gonna suck. And then of course this right here is another saving grace. Get to do this a couple of times a week, so I enjoy that. Michelle, let me ask you, what are some of the things that you enjoy yourself? Like, what do you enjoy doing that gets you up out of bed and says, okay, I'm going to start doing this, and this is going to make me feel good and make me happy?
So I suffer from seasonal depression, and I live in cold, gray New Jersey, and the winter months are brutal for me.
Wow.
So I have to always be thinking about, how do I keep myself above the line? And to answer your question, I have to tell you, it's exercise. For me, moving my body and getting like the endorphin hit after I accomplish a rigorous workout really makes a huge difference for me. It's also getting sunlight. It's also connecting with my friends and really, like, even my sister, connecting with my sister, having those connections, super important. And it's taking better care of me. It's the self-care. It's like, what can I do to help myself? I have like an hour. What can I do for myself? Okay, maybe I'm going to go for a walk with my dog. Just little things. I mean, but the working out has become a non-negotiable for me because I know it's going to absolutely help me. And, I always feel worse when I don't, when I succumb to, all right, I'm just going to stay in bed, put the covers over my head. I always feel worse. And then like I go and I feel so much better.
Yeah. So what up there in Jersey? Oh yeah, I can imagine the winter's just. Why don't you have come down here 6 months and just leave when the summer, because it gets so god awful hot down here. Just go back to Jersey. I mean that's what everybody else does.
I know. Maybe.
Let's talk. You have a team actually too. You got Heather Hardinger, Patrick Higgins, Karen Shane. I mean, how long have you known everybody? This is your team, right?
Yeah, we have a great team. So my business partner is Heather, and Heather and I work incredible together. She is from New Jersey, but she lives in Munich, Germany. So we're constantly, we're constantly on Zoom every single day, supporting our clients and working with them. Patrick is one of our advisors. He's been in education. A lot of the work we're doing is with school districts. So superintendents will retain us and allow any of their teachers who are on the brink or feeling like they're on the brink of burnout to reach out to us for support. He's got a wealth of experience in education. He's definitely given us a lot of insight and helped us, and the work we do with educators is really near and dear to our heart.
And just going back up there, you mentioned Heather. That's Heather right there.
That's Heather. Yeah.
Co-founder, partner, program. I mean, she wears a lot of hats. Hope you guys have a nice big rack there. Okay.
She's amazing. So Heather is. I do want to say one other thing. She is literally my best friend and my business partner. And most people would be like, "Ooh, how do you do that?" I have to just say we have created such a cool partnership together that we really want to inspire other people to realize that they can create partnerships like this.
How long have you known Heather for?
5 years.
Really? All right. Hey, listen, that seems to be a quick, get together. And if you can go ahead and form that bond, especially one that far, absolutely. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And then we have Karen here. Karen Shane.
Karen's one of our advisors. She comes to us with a clinical background that helps round out our programming. So she brings that skill set with her, and we're excited to have that.
Sounds like you got an awesome day. We got Sam here. Sam,
Coach Sam. So Coach
Alpha Fit Club. Is this then? Is this part of the thing that we can go ahead and do exercises with Sam?
You could. He's on the ladder. The ladder is a remote platform for exercise. But Sam he's my coach personally. He's my coach, my fitness coach. But he's also the founder of Alpha Fit Club, and brings a wealth of fitness knowledge to our brand.
Now, do you go ahead and Zoom with him? It's like, listen, it's snowing out. I don't want to go outside. What can we do inside here? Can we do some jumping jacks, maybe some sit-ups? Like, is this who you call?
No, he gives us programming and basically is like, go do it and let me know how you do.
You do it yourself. Get out of here. Here's a VHS or a DVD. Go just have fun. Or YouTube nowadays. Now we get into the suits here.
So Jerry's pretty amazing. He's a co-founder of Alpha Fit Club, but he's also part of the Salad House. He's an entrepreneur. He's brilliant. He's a community member, always doing good in the community.
Oh yeah,
just a good human being.
Just real quick, I want you to take a look at Jerry real quick. Okay, co-founder of Alpha Fit Club, and then take a look at Sam. I don't know. I think Sam is the Alpha Fit Club. Jerry is like the guy that manages.
Hold on. Jerry does high rocks competitions with all of us. Jerry is a bad ass. He does a lot of fitness competitions, and yeah, he's in great shape. So
he's putting on a little font here, a little facade with the suit and tie. Like, yeah, I'm a business guy. I'm not really, but I'll kick your ass.
He will.
Yeah. Bob, tell me about Bob, CFO. I guess he's the real guy behind the bench there. The desk.
No, he's amazing. He's definitely a finance guy. He's very, very connected and he's been very helpful with us as we've been growing our brand and expanding our brand. He's another High Rocks fitness competition guy. He's always at Alpha Fit Club with the guys. So he's another one.
Nice. Dawn?
And Dawn is a former principal, educator for many, many years, has a wealth of knowledge. We value her expertise tremendously when it comes to shaping our programming for education.
So here, see, this is what I was talking about. Right here, I'm going to highlight New Jersey and Florida.
Yeah.
She was the smart one. Come on.
Yeah. She does do what you say. She toggles between the two.
Jason, real quick. Jason, another advisor.
Another advisor, wealth of knowledge, very much into supporting and getting behind brands that are elevating humanity and making a difference in the world.
Awesome. And
Yeah,
there you go.
there we are.
So that is a pretty impressive team that you have there in front of you. And if you listen, if you're listening and viewing this and you're in the same boat, the not so depressed, but listen, you got to kind of go ahead and snap into shape. This is where you need to be. ResilienceAsALifestyle.com. It's right there, right underneath her name there, ResilienceAsALifestyle.com. Make sure you go ahead and link into it. Get in touch. If not with Michelle, you got a whole bunch of other people. Some that will kick your ass, but some will also go ahead and straighten up your ass. And not in that way, but I'm just saying, hey, listen, get help. Nobody deserves to go ahead and go through mental illness alone. If you don't have the support system at home, here's a support system right here. You got website after website. You can be found on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. I would assume just type in your name and boom, there you are, right?
Exactly. Yeah, we've a lot of great content out there. Yeah, I would say follow us on social because we're always pushing out content that hopefully will give you a quick reminder of what you have control over. Like the whole idea of our work is to remind people they have agency. They can do little things and help themselves feel better. They don't have to wait to hit a wall. They don't have to wait to hit depression. You can do little things for yourself.
Yep. I mean, just like you mentioned, just get out of bed, move around. I mean, think of something positive in the morning or multiple things that are positive. Like I said, I'll be happy if I get a good night's sleep today, and I'm going to go ahead and make sure I focus on that when I get up in the morning. Yeah, work, but you know what? I'm making money, and it's okay. And when I get home, we're going to go ahead and eat a healthy dinner. Don't laugh, hon. I'm gonna eat healthy tonight. I'm gonna do that. Vegetables all day. Again, ResilienceAsALifestyle.com. Michelle, anything else you want to plug? Go ahead. Feel free to let it fly.
No, just don't struggle alone. Don't struggle alone. Reach out, connect with us. We're happy to help you. Ironically, I just had a therapist reach out and ask me to help him. He felt like he was on the verge of burnout. So anybody and everybody, if you feel like you're struggling, just reach out and we're here to help and we'll be happy to help you.
Do you get a lot of those? Do you get a lot of therapists that say, hey, listen, I need help. I need therapy for my therapy.
Yeah. I mean, it appears to be that it's a bigger challenge in healthcare than most people realize. So yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you ever think there'll be a cure for this? I mean, I know we're thinking miracle on ice here with a cure for diabetes, there'll be a cure for heart disease, but is there really do you even think there's going to be a cure, or is this just something we're going to have to deal with and learn how to manage?
Yeah, I think that there's a lot to be said about self-awareness. I do think the more time we spend with ourselves, going within, and being less distracted by all the noise in the external world, the better you get to know yourself. And the more you get to know yourself, I think the easier it is for you to keep these things at bay. Because if you know yourself, then you know what to give yourself. If you give yourself what you need, you have a better chance of feeling good and, preventing these serious things.
John says he's in the same here as he's in Connecticut. Today was beautiful, and I worked out. I had an awesome day. Really? So there's actually a beautiful day there in Connecticut. I think we just lost Michelle. I think she went ahead and probably said, all right, I've had enough of this. So there she is. She's back.
I don't know what happened. What happened?
You know what? And the New Jersey internet is probably saying, nah, it's enough. That's enough interview for today.
Okay.
So I don't know, but thank you, Michelle, for joining us tonight, and we appreciate your time, and I wish you all the best in the world, and of course the best to everybody that is fortunate enough to talk with you and your team.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Charles and the gang will be back. Run if you can.
Can't believe my dog get you when you're in your 40s. You have to go to the doctor and they have to do the old... First time I say, oh my God! I'm just putting on the glove, Mr. Williams. I went back the second time. I moaned another doctor's name. Don't do that. They get jealous. Who's Dr. Smith? You're the only one. And I appreciate now when a woman has to go to the gynecologist, you don't want a doctor who has a hobby. You don't want a gynecologist who's also a magician. No. You don't want somebody going, how are we today? Oh, a dove. Whoa, what's this? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, is this your card? I don't want a doctor who is a proctologist and ventriloquist. No. I don't want somebody going, how are you doing today? Take your hand out of my ass. I'm not a Muppet. Move it. Because when you go to the doctor in your 50s, it's no longer it's the orthoproctoscope. It's a colonoscopy. That's what W did. Yes, it's a video camera on the end of a roto-rooter. And it's going up you. Suddenly, you're your own Discovery Channel special. Slowly, we are going up Robin's colon. This must be what you see. Slowly, up ahead, a burger he had in 85. Oh my God! Is that a polyp? No, that's a fart, Mr. Williams. Don't be afraid. And then to go further up your ass, they blow air! Now you're a fucking party favor. Oh, Doc, give it to me. Give me all you can take. I'm a man. Give me 120 PSI. Wow, you feel like a piñata. You think little Mexican kids are going to come out and go, get the presents, get the presents. And I know the air is coming this way. The farts are going, incoming! It's not a... No finger! It's somebody said, fall back behind the shit, wait for my command! Prepare to make the wet, sloppy noise! Because the moment they pull that tube out of your ass, you are an Evan Rude. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep that colon flowing, rolling. 40 miles blowing out of you. You put on your pants and you're flowing like a balloon spinnaker in the America's Cup. Coming about, Jimmy, she's yar. And then you realize, oh shit, fire in the hole. Tighten up, boys, we're not going to drop here. Yeah. Thank you, doctor. See you next week. Hold the elevator! Fuck you, you bastard! Seven flights of stairs. Everybody you pass, you're going, it's me. Dogs look at you like, roll over, man, you're dead. You just want to borrow.
Got something to say? Call 813-699-5353. This is the Charles Richardson Show.
Yeah, we're back. Thank you again to Michelle Dickinson. Went ahead and had a nice chat with mental health. Something I think is never going to get old, and we need to go ahead and study a lot more of. It needs to end. The madness needs to end. But it's kind of like COVID. It's going to be with us forever. John says, I miss Robin Williams. I do too. Eight 813-699-5353. Yeah. Well, now we got an hour to kill. What do we do? Oh yeah, Disney. I gotta talk about our dealers at the cookie bandits. Who the fuck they are? Girl Scout cookies. Oh my God. Just went ahead and plowed through tag-alongs like there was no tomorrow. The s'mores are awesome though. I love the s'mores. S'mores and tag-alongs, that's me. And you are Miss
Thin Mint.
Miss Thin Mint. That's you.
Yep. I love the Thin Mints.
Oh yeah. So I saw one thing on the Disney, one of the Disney pages, and it really lays down everything. I'm going to share it right now. But it really lays down how Epcot is so predictable. I mean, it is like this. So I'll full screen it because it's hard to see. It's like minimized. It doesn't matter when you go to Epcot, there is going to be a festival. So if you ever go to Epcot thinking, oh my God, I'm going to miss the festival, don't worry.
There's another one.
There's another one. And it lays it out. I mean, this is kind of a really narrow scope, but you got the Festival of the Arts that goes from winter, January to February. You get the Flower and Garden, which is coming up now, between March and June. Food and Wine, August through November. And the Festival of the Holidays, which is November, December. Now, ironically, when you take a look at festival length, you see 1 month, 3 months, 3 months, 1 month. There's like, hey, we're missing 4 months. But it doesn't seem like that. There's always something going on in one of these months.
There's like a month in between each.
Well, maybe for the Festival of the Arts, February through March, maybe. Oh, I see. July is not represented because July is hot as balls out.
That is melting month.
It's July and September, actually. So, yeah, July and September looks like there's nothing happening there. I mean, when you take a look at, like, the theme is eat and look at shit. That's really what it is. You have the Festival of the Arts, you have culinary, performing, and visual arts. I don't see anybody performing anything except going to see entertainment.
Well, they have the concerts over there.
The Broadway concerts.
In America.
Yeah, they always have that.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, don't they have artists come out for the Festival of the Arts also?
Yeah, I guess, but...
Because I know Food and Wine, they have Eat to the Beat, and then they have the Flower and Garden Festival has...
The Garden Rocks concert, and then you have the Candlelight processionals, and then
I think there is a concert series with the Festival of the Arts also.
Yeah, well, the entertainment, it's the Disney on Broadway concert series.
Oh. Okay.
Not anything to write home about. There's actually scavenger hunts on all 4 of these festivals. I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
I did not. I didn't know they had all 4 festivals for scavenger hunts.
It's not necessarily for the festivals, but like they do it for different holidays too. There's an Easter egg hunt. There's
like this. The one for the arts is the Figments brush with the masters. Like
they do one. Well, yeah, the Figment one. I've seen some of the pictures for that one. It's Figment is hidden in these paintings.
Oh, really?
So there's like a painting of the Mona Lisa, and Figment is hidden in the painting of Mona Lisa.
Oh my!
You know, it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do jack-o'-lanterns for Halloween. They do Easter eggs for Easter. They do. I don't know what it is for Christmas. They do something for Christmas. But yeah, they have these scavenger hunts, and then when you complete the scavenger hunt, you usually get some kind of like free little prize.
Yeah, you get like a pellet of food or something.
No, it's like it's usually like a cup or sometimes it'll be like a plate, like a commemorative plate or something like that.
They have one here. It's Olaf's Holiday Tradition Expedition for the holidays. That's the November, December one.
Okay.
Yeah, but like if ever you're going to go see Epcot, don't worry. There's a festival somewhere. You don't have to worry about that. So that's our little Disney tribute there.
The thing also is they usually give away a magnet for pass holders for each festival.
We missed out on this one. Well, except we got it, but it's just we weren't. Yeah, thanks to your mom.
Here's the thing: this time around, they ran out of them.
Yeah, well,
which has never really happened before.
No, because apparently nobody knows how to count how many freaking pass holders there are to make as many magnets. I mean, come on. Listen, we have 750,000 annual pass holders. We're only going to make 5,000 magnets.
Because you have to go there and scan into the park, they know that not every pass holder is going to scan into the park during that time period.
Well, they
figure that
underestimated it
in,
this
too.
time, didn't they? They
Yeah.
really underestimated.
But they don't want to overproduce them to the point where they make one for every pass holder and then they don't all come to the park.
How about the ones that don't? They get it 3 to 4 weeks later in the mail.
That would be nice, but they don't do that.
That would be nice. Another thing that happened at Disney yesterday was the end of the virtual queues for Guardians and Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I heard that the wait time was as long as 170 minutes for Guardians, although most of the day it was within an hour. So that's actually not too bad.
Yeah.
Now, you were telling me it's like, well, wait until the first weekend day. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that being a problem.
Yeah.
I can see when I go.
Even a Friday.
Yeah, I can see when I go up there this
That's
weekend,
true.
it's
You're
going to
going
be a
this
problem.
weekend.
Yeah. I'm going to try to talk to my cousin about getting the Premier Pass, and we're just going to blow by every line.
So you're going to pay a whole bunch of
I'm
money.
not paying anything. I just have to talk to him about it. He's going to pay. No, he ain't going to pay for it.
Or just get a lightning lane.
Well, the problem is the lightning lanes go quick. So that's the problem. Also, in Disney Springs, there's something that's replacing the NBA experience. It's called Level 99. It sounds like a lot like Disney Quest, except it's not Disney Quest. It's Level 99. It's going to be an interactive thing, couple of floors, bars everywhere. So, and it's going to be for adults. So, we'll see how that works out. But Level 99 is going to be replacing the NBA experience, which has been kind of empty since COVID. It didn't really last that long, to be honest with you.
No, it was only a few years.
Yeah, it wasn't as big of a takeoff, but I think COVID had a lot to do with it, though. It was a problem. So anyway, Level 99 is a gaming concept featuring unique challenges for adults. Announced they will open the location at the retail and dining village, taking over the NBA experience, which closed a year after COVID, 2021. Created by Matthew Dupuis, an MIT engineer, Level 99 offers real-world challenge-based social entertainment for adults featuring over 50 physical and mental challenges set in artistic environments. And that's what they're going to do. So obviously this is in the early planning stages, but it doesn't say when it's going to be available, but it says it's taking over the room what the NBA experience was. So be on the lookout for that. It's Disney Quest 2.0. That's the way I'm looking at it.
That doesn't sound exactly like Disney Quest.
But it was an interactive arcade thing. It really was.
Yeah, but that doesn't sound like what this is.
Well, we'll see. In theme park news, Universal's Epic Universe hotel rooms are still available for the park's opening week.
Hotel rooms, but are you going to be able to get into the park?
Well, that's the thing. They're not. It's seeming like it's not as big of a draw as they thought it would be. Despite rumors that attendance at Universal Orlando's resort would spike during the opening weeks of Epic Universe, all 3 hotels surrounding the new park still have rooms available to book during Epic Universe's opening week and throughout the summer. Epic Universe theme park at the Universal Orlando Resort set to open May 22nd. The park will include 5 theme lands featuring Harry Potter number 3. Like, can you go with a theme park without fucking Harry Potter? My God. Universal's...
That's all they got.
I know, right? Universal Classic Monsters, a How to Train Your Dragon Land, Nintendo, Mario Brothers Land, etc., etc.
The only thing that I am super excited about over there at Epic Universe is
Super Nintendo.
Super Mario.
Yeah, Super Mario Land. A 2-night minimum stay is required for the opening weekend. That's why. But not after that. Universal stated the starting price is $293 a night. That is nothing compared to Disney. Though most of the rooms on the opening week are now in the 600 range. Again, nothing compared to Disney. Nothing. When checking the website's booking calendar, rooms are still available at the university's Grand Helos Hotel for select dates during opening week. The hotel currently has no rooms on the official opening night or weekend, but a single room type appears when searching for May 26th, which is the following Monday, and the major Memorial Day holiday. So,
See,
again, that's the thing too. It's like you're opening on a holiday weekend too.
I'll be going to see the Stitch movie that weekend.
Yeah, sure you will. Of course you will.
We'll wait on Epic Universe for a little bit.
Yeah, let them go ahead and break down for a little bit, and let them work
their
the
kinks out.
Exactly, the kinkies. Yeah, let them work the
And
knickers
maybe that's
out.
what other people are thinking too.
Possibly. Although I would think, listen, I would expect big crowds. I would also expect rides to break down, stuff not to go as planned. I mean, what happened when Magic Kingdom opened? Everything went down. But then again, that was that was 50, 60 years ago. Now everything should be working smooth.
Well, even when they open new rides, they break down at first.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But they usually have a longer period of testing to ride them and everything.
Yeah.
Like they open up for you see the pre, the limited engagement type thing. You know what I'm saying? So
Disney was opening Magic Kingdom in a rush too, though.
yeah, it's true.
I
Yeah.
mean, we watched that whole docuseries on Walt Disney, and it was like he was in a rush to get that open in the time that he had allotted himself.
Yeah.
So
he didn't even make it to opening day.
yeah.
So Epic Universe, May 22nd. I think it's going to be awesome. I really do. I don't think it's going to take over Disney. I think Epic Universe is going to be a good buzz for a while. Disney's still going to be the one that's strong because Disney's going to counter with some lands of their own, not a whole park. Just enough for you to go ahead and say, oh, yeah, there's Disney over there. I'm going to go back over there. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be like a whole big park.
Well, and I think Disney Disney has the magic.
They do.
And yeah, okay, they've got Harry Potter over there. But
that's all they got though. They have to have it on every fucking theme park. I mean, that's the main staple. The main connection is the Hogwarts train from one to the other. You would think a third whole theme park, you could do away with Harry Potter. You already have it at 2 theme parks.
What is the Harry Potter thing at the new one at Epic Universe?
The Wizarding World.
Oh.
I don't know what it is.
I was just wondering because, they've got Diagon Alley in one, and then they've got Hogwarts.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure if it was.
Now it's the Wizarding World. Like, what, the other ones weren't?
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. I don't know what that is.
You couldn't think of anything else to put in Harry Potter. Does it really have to be that?
The thing is, Harry Potter has such a big draw, and they know that, and so they're going to capitalize on that.
So why don't you, as Universal, why don't you make a whole fucking theme park for Harry Potter?
I mean, they could.
Why couldn't you?
Yeah.
Why couldn't you? It's such a big. You have 3 lands in 3 different parks. You can make a mini park. I mean, I don't get it. And the whole Hogwarts Express, you can have it go around the whole park, kind of like Disney does their train. You know what I'm saying? That's cool.
Yeah.
You have the Death Eaters in there. That's fine. Whatever. That's fine. It's a cool ride. Don't get me wrong. It's a nice little train ride with, the images of the Death Eaters and looking at outside, and obviously it's not outside, it's in a tunnel, but it's the video screens, whatever. It's a good illusion. It really is. It's nice, but it's done. What more can you possibly give? I mean, there better be a ride in there of something.
I'm sure there is.
Maybe it's. I don't know what more they could really do. Honestly, they would have to do something with Ron's car. Why not?
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? You get in this big fucking train. The front and back is Ron's car. And then you just go ahead and you ride, and you're twisting all over the place. And at the very end, where the ride is over, the thing kicks you out, and you fly on the platform. I'm just saying.
I don't think they could do that
No?
safety wise.
They should. That'd be fun. Oh my God! So that's here's one last story for theme park news. And then we'll close the books on. And this one does have to do with Universal. Apparently, a woman went ahead, sued Universal, and won a boatload of money. So what happened is this woman rode the Harry Potter ride.
Oh, so the Harry Potter is the Ministry of Magic.
Oh. Okay. So it's the Ministry of Magic is. What are they going to do there? What possible ride could we do at the Ministry of Magic? Oh, is it maybe the bank the bank train or something like that?
No, that's already there. The Gringotts is already there. It's in Diagon Alley.
Oh. Oh, okay.
That was the one that we didn't go on.
Gotcha.
Well, we didn't go on any of them. Actually.
Yeah. But I know what you mean. Okay, so that's already there. So what the hell could they possibly do? I bet you it's just a walkthrough. There's no ride.
Well, let me see.
Can you pull it up?
I'm looking at it right now.
A federal jury in Los Angeles, this is Universal Studios Hollywood. A federal jury awarded $7.25 million to a 74-year-old Arizona woman for a spine injury she suffered in a fall while exiting the Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey ride at Universal Hollywood. Pamela Morrison was getting seated on the popular attraction with her grandson back in September of 2022 when she was asked to exit after the harness failed to secure her properly. Probably a bigger woman. Morrison slipped and fell when stepping from a moving walkway onto solid ground, according to the lawsuit. Well, that's a messed up error. Anyway, her attorney argued that Morrison's fall, which caused a spinal compression fracture, was due to employees' failure to halt the moving walkway and allow the woman to exit safely. Yeah, I agree. The attorney, Taylor Cruz, said it would have cost them 4 seconds to stop it, but instead they wanted to keep the ride moving no matter what to make its quota of 1,800 riders per hour. Lawyers for Universal Studios Hollywood argued that Morrison was focused on her grandson and not where she was stepping, so the fall was her fault. After a 3-day trial, the California jury deliberated for 4 hours on February 14th, Valentine's Day, before finding the theme park responsible for creating the dangerous conditions that led to the accident. She was awarded $250,000 for future medical expenses, $2 million for past pain and suffering, and $5 million for future pain and suffering. I'm sure she's going to make a nice, comfortable bed with a mattress full of dollar bills.
All right. So the ride that they have is Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry. Join Harry, Ron, and Hermione in an all-new adventure. Travel by Metro Flu from Paris. Oh, so it's the fireplaces when they go through the fireplaces.
How do you make a ride out of that, though?
I don't know. From Paris to the British Ministry of Magic, where Dolores Umbridge is about to stand trial. Board a lift and join Harry, Ron, and Hermione as you journey deep into the Ministry's many departments. Thrilling adventure, fantastic beasts, and unexplored mystery await in Harry Potter and the Battle of the Ministry. So that's like that whole part where they go to the Ministry of Magic and they go from the fireplaces, and then they go and they are there for Umbridge's trial, and then they
Right.
drink the polyjuice potion and all of that. Remember that part?
I remember. I'm just trying
So
to figure out how they go
kind of
ahead.
telling the story of that. Plus, it looks like it also has parts of Fantastic Beasts in there too.
Yeah, but when you mentioned the Fantastic Beasts, yeah, I'm sure they plucked some in there. But I'm still trying to figure out: is it a roller coaster? Is it virtual? I mean, how is it?
It says it's a thrill motion simulation.
Okay, so it's kind of like going to Spider-Man, where you're
Sort
buckled
of,
in.
yeah. That's what it kind of looks like.
Okay, all right. Well, and listen, I'm sure it's going to be a blast. I'm sure people are going to go ahead and line up, and it's going to be a 700-minute wait and all that crap. I'm just saying. It just sounds that way. So, anyway.
But it's kind of cool, like, what they're showing in the images. It's, each world you walk through like a portal looking thing that takes you into each world, so it looks like you're actually like being transported into a different kind of world.
Yeah, it does sound kind of weird. But well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it is. I mean, obviously the one thing I'm waiting for is the going through Bowser's Castle. That train.
Yeah.
That's going to be awesome.
That is going to be cool.
Yeah. Literally, we just buy it, $175 ticket. We go there and we leave. That's pretty much it. That's it.
Well, I want to go on the Donkey Kong ride too. That looks cool.
Yeah, that's true. It does. Yeah, there's a couple of things. Kind of like, we'll wait till everybody goes in and does their thing, breaks
And
the
Mario
rides.
Kart.
That's right, Mario Kart.
Who doesn't want to do real life Mario Kart?
It's not real life Mario Kart.
Well,
That's the problem.
it's like a roller coaster.
You
type
need
thing,
you need to go ahead and you need to open a whole track with that.
I think they have one in Japan,
They probably do.
like a real track where you can.
Yeah. John says train wreck waiting to happen, and people are getting very suey lately, or suing lately, very sue happy. I agree they're getting sue happy. I think they've always been sue happy, to be honest with you. I do think they should have taken the consideration to going ahead and stopping the walkway, getting her off, because number one, it did sound like a larger person, which right away you need extra care. Older person at that. So right away, instead of 1,800, shut the F up and worry about safety. Why do you need a quota? Okay, you're going to have lines of people anyway riding the ride. What do you need it for? 1,800 people an hour? Jesus Christ. You people, and this is why I don't like Universal. This is why. Because they're focused on the wrong thing. Focus on the families. Focus on the people. Don't focus on, I'm going to meet my quota. I'm going to make sure the ride keeps running. Otherwise, they're gonna fire me. And they're so unhappy over there. The people at the guest services when we went, so unhappy. They didn't care. It's just weird.
That's cool.
What? Tell us. Don't
Within
just say that cool.
Super Mario or Super Nintendo Land, you go through another like archway and you're in Donkey Kong country, and so there's like a whole section. It's not just one ride. It's like a whole section. It's all Donkey Kong.
That's in Super Nintendo?
Yeah.
world. Interesting. Let me see here. Okay, so the different areas in China, you got Celestial Park. It's the main hub of the park. A garden featuring design motifs based on astrology and astronomical equipment, connecting the other 4 areas together. It's kind of like the circle, the roundabout in Magic Kingdom. The area will feature several dining locations, including the Atlantic, an underwater-themed sit-down seafood restaurant encased in glass. I've seen Jaws way too many times. I'm not going there. All I can see is a shark bashing through the glass, breaking the glass, and I'm in the middle of eating sushi. He's seen me eat his sister, and all of a sudden I'm dead. I'm not doing that. The Blue Dragon Pan Asian Restaurant, a tiki bar with mixed drinks, of course. There's a kids splash play area, a splash pad. There's a carousel, and then Stardust Racers. It's a dueling launch coaster. I gotta see this. Any pictures or anything rendering what it's gonna look like?
I don't know. They've got a lot of details about Super Mario Land, though. I think they're really trying to push that.
Holy shit. No, I'm not writing that. Wow. That's just way too much loops.
Loop-de-loop-de-loop.
Looply. Then you got Dark Universe, which is basically Halloween Horror Nights 24/7 now. You got Curse of the Werewolf. Oh, you don't like that one. A spinning roller
I'm
coaster.
more into vampires than werewolves.
Oh. Darkmoor Monster Makeup Experience. Monsters Unchained. The Frankenstein Experiment. It's a robo coaster. A motion simulated ride based on Frankenstein. Okay. Then you have How Do You Train...
So these are like all of the old school monsters.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. The next land is How to Train Your Dragon, the Isle of Berk. Never seen the movie, so I'm going to assume it's a thing.
Yeah.
Dragon Racers Rally, which is a Skyfly flat ride themed to dragon racing. But you have to be 48 inches tall to ride that. An interactive boat ride called Fire Drill, Fyre. Hiccups Wing Gliders, a launched family roller coaster themed to dragon training. The Untrainable Dragon, a stage show, and Viking Training Camp. All right, here's the big one. Super Nintendo World. This one's going to have, of course, Mario Kart's Bowser's Challenge. It's a AR dark ride, 40 inches tall. Minecart Madness. This is the coaster that we're talking about that's going to jump tracks. Also 40. And Yoshi's Adventure.
Yoshi's Adventure looks like kind of a kiddie ride.
Yeah, 34 inches tall. All right. Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Le Cirque Arcanius, whatever. And then Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry. It's a motion 40 inches tall. Industry insiders have suggested that Phase 2 of the park expansion will begin soon after it debuts, the theme park itself, with potential attractions for Super Nintendo World revolving around the Luigi's Mansion franchise, as well as the potential addition of attractions based on the 2-part film adaptation of the musical Wicked. So they have that going on there as well. So again, you have it's going to start with 4 main lands: Dark Universe, How to Train Your Dragon, Super Nintendo World, and the boring Harry Potter.
I don't know. The inside of that Ministry of Magic building looks really cool.
It does. I didn't see it, but it does. Mind blowing. I'm just very surprised at the opening weekend, even though I get it. It's a holiday weekend, But still, I don't understand why they haven't sold out. Why there's not more buzz. You know what I'm saying? There's not more buzz.
I think, it's expensive and people might be waiting to see what comes out about it after
I don't know.
it's opened.
I don't know. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it at the same time. I don't.
Like they're waiting for the reviews.
New Zealand has a Super Mario track. Just watch the video. Pull that video up and send it to me if you can. New Zealand Super Mario track. I want to see that. If they have a Super Mario track, we're going to New Zealand.
This thing looks cool.
Yeah.
In the How to Train Your Dragon area, there's a cool looking ride. Dragon Racers Rally.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Anyway,
look up
New Zealand.
New Zealand Super Mario track. See if you can find that and send it to me. Because if they have that, that's what I want. I want an open go-kart track where we can throw shells at each other. I want to be able to have a nice big flower in the back eating everybody as I pass them by. Can we make that happen? I want to be able to go ahead and get a star, and my whole cart shines up rainbow lights with the little coming out of the back of my engine. Can we make that happen? Come on, make that happen. That would be so freaking cool.
I'm not seeing this New Zealand thing.
Let me see if I can. John, are you sure? Super Mario track, New Zealand. Dude, send it to me if you can. That'd be kind of awesome. If you send that to me.
There's a luge track that they're showing.
Super Mario track in New Zealand.
It's labeled as this is real life Mario Kart course in New Zealand, but it doesn't look like a Mario Kart course to me.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Coaster Studios. Yeah, it's not Mario Kart, dude. What are you talking about? I don't see Yoshi or... Well, actually, the one person is wearing like a green helmet that looks like, a Luigi hat. But it just looks like, they're going downhill. It's not even a go-kart. I don't like it, dude. No, I'm not a fan. I'm over here wanting.
Okay.
I want go-karts.
I got something for you.
Go ahead and send it over.
I think I gotta look at it a little bit. See if it actually is what I'm thinking it is.
Yeah. Let me see it. It says it's a Mario track. Yes, that's it. No, it's not it. I mean, if that's what you think it is, that's not a Mario track. That's nothing what I was expecting, at least. I was over here expecting something like way cooler.
Now, this is not real. I mean, it's real go-karts, but it's got like CGI with the video.
All right. Send it to me.
Okay.
Wait, tell me where you're sending it.
I'll just send it to you in Messenger.
Okay. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Do you want me to just send it to your personal?
Whenever, honey. I don't care which one. Just send it.
Okay.
We're waiting.
I'm trying.
Share.
Okay, sent.
Sent. There we go. Didn't get it.
Well, I sent it. Don't get irritated with me because it didn't work.
You sent it to my chat, right?
I sent it to your personal Facebook Messenger. It's just a link to a video.
Okay, I didn't get it.
It says sending, so it hasn't gone through yet. I'm sorry.
Oh, my Lord Jesus Christ.
What am I supposed to do about it going slow?
I don't
Nothing.
know. I don't know. I don't know why it's taking so fucking forever. How big's the damn file?
It's not. It's a link.
Unsend it, resend it. Because it's taking way too long.
I don't know how to unsend something, so I'm just going to resend it.
Thank you.
It's probably going to take just as long.
All right, John. Thanks. Thanks for showing up. And hey, listen, I appreciate you giving us at least some insight on a New Zealand track.
Oh, this is the one I was talking about. It's in Tokyo. You actually dress up in costume and everything.
Are you getting my high?
What?
I just sent you high.
No, I did not get high. Yep. Closing it, open it back up again.
Oh my God.
Why are you getting mad?
I'm not. I'm getting irritated. All I'm asking for is a link.
Okay. My Facebook is freezing up on me. I'm sorry.
You send to the memes? Because you send stuff to the memes all the time.
Not when my Facebook happens to be freezing up at this particular moment in time.
Okay.
I can't do a whole lot about that.
No, I guess not. All right, you know what? Probably a good time to take a break anyway. John says quit fighting or he's out. He's going to turn that car around. What is this? Let's see if I can play it. Okay.
Yeah, I can't even get to my Facebook page. It keeps saying, sorry, something went wrong.
Anyway, let's go ahead and take a break. We'll come back with some good news at least. And when we do, we'll get the show back on the road. All right, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Wrapping up the show with Alyssa's good news after a short break.
How my legs begin to fold when my thoughts wander to you, and the words crowds in my mouth when I try to talk to you. Your eyes are just like wildfires, etching the image of you in my soul, painfully wonderful as you glance around the room. When our eyes meet in a while, shows that you are still afraid, that you're still too weak to fly. I just want my arms around you to feel desire once again blow me to life. can I explain to you? I'm always ready to make room for you inside my heart. When you're not ready to take the step beyond the true border, where love is powerful and so divine. I will never control your love's person, my soul on fire. Never be the one that first gets your tears running down, and never will I betray your heart and feel picking your love star to live again.
Just a bit. And then I'll quit. I think I've had enough of this. You're only in it for the taste, the taste, the taste, the taste. Let it go to waste, 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 waste. Only ever wanted for a little fun. I bet you never thought that this could be one. And you give an inch when you're in a pinch. Quit being such a little bitch. You're only in it for the taste, the taste, the taste, the taste. Let it go to waste, 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 waste. Only ever wanted for a little fun. I bet you never thought that this could be one.
Are you suffering from exhaustion, sleep deprivation, headaches? Is your hair thinning? Do you ever wonder to yourself, what happened? Then you might be suffering from parenting. Parenting affects 10 out of 10 mothers and fathers around the world and can lead to extreme debt and loss of self-identity. You may need a fucking break. A fucking break lets you step away from it all. Results of a fucking break may vary. Side effects include a sigh of relief, decrease in blood pressure, and hanging with the boys. Do not take a fucking break if there's no one watching your kids, and if you've taken one in the last 24 hours. Talk to your spouse before you take a fucking break. Parenting is not easy. Take a fucking break.
Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Search The Charles Richardson Show.
Welcome to my home. Ever since last fall, may seem kind of strange, but I've seen it all.
All right, welcome back, everybody. 813-699-5353. We got Facebook memes coming up here. John tried to call in, but we are on break, so I'm not sure if he's still listening, but he said, we love you guys. So we love you too, buddy. Appreciate you listening. Oh, there he is. Go to him right now. John, what's up?
Hey, ask Alyssa. Is she having a problem getting on Facebook? Because I'm having a problem getting on Facebook myself.
So I'm able to do it on my phone, but for some reason on my computer, it just keeps giving me an error.
Right, same here.
Weird.
So and I same
So it's
here,
not just
and,
me.
No, it doesn't seem like
know.
you.
Something's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm able to go through on my phone without any problem.
I can't get on my laptop. I hope I ain't got a hack or something. All right, I'll try to figure it out. All right, enjoy the rest of the show.
All right, man. Thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Facebook apparently doing everybody dirty. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's still giving me an error on the computer, but the phone works. I don't know.
Ah, fuck it. All right, let's go to Facebook memes. We haven't done this in a long time. And I got it on the big screen, too, so you can kind of take a look. All right, this one here. I got me an emotional support pet. It's a chicken. It's crispy. It also came with a biscuit. Got like that. Here's Yoda says, when you're at a Subway inside of a Walmart and they say they're out of lettuce, the Yoda says, dude, you're in a Walmart. Just go get more. Here's a message here. Some guys have way more dick in their personalities than they do in their pants. Well, that's the truth. Here's a sign. Don't provoke me, motherfucker. I'm a woman. Remember, I've been washing bloodstains off my clothing for years. Somebody's
That's
been
a little
messed
dark.
up. Yeah, that's kind of dark right there. Just saying.
But I think it's referring to other things. But.
I think so. This one says, my man hasn't asked me to be his Valentine. He just assumes I will be because we live together. How rude.
Yeah, you never asked me to be your Valentine.
I just thought you assumed.
Uh-huh.
My wife yelled from upstairs and asked, quote, do you ever get a shooting pain across your body like somebody's got a voodoo doll of you and they're stabbing it? I replied, no. She responded, how about now? You get it?
Yeah.
Husband says to his wife, my Olympic condoms have arrived. I think I'll wear gold tonight. The wife replies, why not wear silver and come in second for a change?
Oh, jeez.
And this one here is just a picture of the Gulf of Spirit of Halloween. Spirit Halloween. I mean, they're making such a huge crap about this where they've renamed it the Gulf of America.
It's always been the Gulf of Mexico. It's like when they took Pluto away from us. Like, why do you gotta go changing things?
Because you already have a Pluto at Disney. Why do you need a Pluto in the solar system? You don't need that.
But my very educated mother just served us 9 pizzas. Now there's no pizzas.
No, there's 8 pizzas. I mean, you couldn't think. I mean, come on. Don't need that extra pizza. Think of other people that are hungry.
No, that's how you remember the planet.
No pizza.
My very educated mother just served us 9 pizzas.
Oh,
Mercury,
God.
Venus, Earth, Mars.
I get it. Don't like it, but I get it. The Strawberry Festival's tomorrow. Strawberry. I want to buy strawberries now. I'm in this strawberry mood.
Strawberry.
Donut. No, strawberries.
I love strawberries.
It is. It's awesome.
One of the kids at work had strawberries yesterday, and they were huge.
I'm telling you. They're
They
in
looked
season.
so good. They looked so.
Can you
so
imagine going to Plant City and just getting them in the case? Just right there, the huge flat that
Yep.
they give out.
Yep.
Just
I
get
know.
them. 90 years they've been doing this. This is the 90th annual Florida Strawberry Festival. So I may have to swing by
and get some
and
strawberries.
get some strawberries on my way back. I may have to.
Are you gonna really pay admission just to get strawberries?
No. You don't get it.
Well, you can go to Plant
I just
City
go to
and get
Plant-
strawberries
yeah.
and
I
just
go to
about
Plant,
anywhere.
I go to Plant City and like every corner is gonna say fresh strawberries.
Yeah, you're driving down the highway, fresh strawberries.
Yeah, but there's no place to pull over. Don't care. You go ahead and see.
Well,
you go ahead and see.
not on like the interstate, but like
Why not?
the main, those like 17 or whatever that you go down.
I know what you mean. Just like the U.S. highways, the
Yes.
41s and that shit. Yeah.
Yes.
I get it.
Along with their fresh jerky and their, or no, it's the really good jerky. That's what it is.
Oh yeah. The guy that sells the really good jerk.
Really good jerky here.
He's got a little jerk for work.
There's like 20 signs
But you know
leading
what?
up to this little truck, like a pickup truck.
You know what? I
with
should
jerky.
really leave my business card for him so he can make more signs.
Right? Get him some real signs.
Like, yeah, here, get some real signs going on here. How
Because
about
he's just got like the
The
you
yard
know, the
signs.
janky sign you buy at Home Depot and you write your own message on it.
Honestly, I think that's all he can really do, to be honest with you. He can't really have much more than that. Oh, check this out. TMZ is reporting that there was a couple on Qatar Airlines. Now, I know the name sounds like, oh God, it's like, Middle
I've
Eastern.
Heard of it, but it's not
is-
very.
It is an amazing airline. They've got like 5-star reviews all over the
Really?
place. Oh yeah. This is like top-notch first-class airlines, believe it or not. Anyway, they were going from Australia to Venice, Italy.
Okay.
And they were sitting on the flight. It's obviously, if you know how long that is, it's a very long flight.
Yeah.
But they were bound to their Italian vacation on the flight. But unfortunately, for 4 hours, they had to sit next to a dead body.
Oh.
Yeah. What happened basically was there was a lady that died mid-flight. Now, obviously, you're not going to go ahead and land the plane and, hey, by the way, we have a dead body. Can you just take this to the runway and just drop it off real quick? We gotta get off to Italy.
Wow, that's just creepy.
So in an interview with the couple, the woman was placed next to them with a blanket over her body, and the couple was not even given the option to change their seats for the remainder of the flight.
Oh man.
It was Jennifer and Mitchell. Jennifer was encouraged to move by a fellow passenger who offered up a free seat next to her nearby, but Mitchell was not that lucky. He was asked to move one seat over into an empty seat in his row so the deceased person could be placed in his assigned seat. He noted there were few spare seats I could see around us. I can't believe they told us to stay.
Yeah.
His trauma deepened when at the end of the flight, passengers were asked to remain seated while the medical crews removed the unidentified body. Mitchell said personnel did not attempt to keep the woman covered, exposing her face to him.
I would think the opposite. You'd get all of the people off the plane first. You already know this woman is dead. Why would you not try to get everybody else off the plane? That way they can handle it more in a more dignified manner.
Yeah, it seems ass backwards.
Yeah.
My word. By the way, John says Facebook is back. He said he's back.
Oh, okay.
He was on YouTube watching us, I guess, because he was having issues with Facebook. Excuse me. Mitchell and Jennifer clearly shaken up, but say they are trying to enjoy their time in Italy as the best they can. They claim they have not been contacted by the airways, but have tried numerous times to speak to the airline. Qatar said in a statement to TMZ, first and foremost, our thoughts are with the family of the passenger who sadly passed away on board our flight. We apologize for any inconvenience or distress this incident may have caused and are in the process of contacting passengers in line with our policies and procedures.
But I would think the people who were sitting right next to her should be the first ones they contact.
As a matter of fact, I would think they would be taken aside and say, sir, all right, we have a counselor standing by, and we're going to give you a free trip. We're going to comp your flight.
You've got to think that probably doesn't happen very often. So they probably didn't have anything ready because they didn't.
You know what, though?
It doesn't happen that often.
There's a thing called Act of God that a lot of airlines, I'm sure, have some type of game plan for that. You mean to tell me there couldn't be an act of God somewhere they could go ahead and follow the rule? Honestly. Anyway. You think rigor mortis was setting in? Yeah. I agree. We'll bypass good news tonight. Unless you have it. I don't think you do, though.
In-flight deaths are rare. There is one medical emergency for every 604 flights, according to a study published in 2013, and that reviewed medical emergencies on flights between 2008 and 2010.
Wow. Well, it is what it is. I'm sorry. I mean, I think they should have been dealt with a lot better than they were. There was just no compassion. And you'd think Qatar Airlines, who's been, I think that's the airline that I think is very high class. You would think they would be classy about it.
Oh.
I guess
See,
not.
this article says people die on flights more frequently than people realize.
Yeah, because probably nobody realizes it until it's like, all right, time to get off. Excuse me, sir. Sir.
According to the American Journal of Emergency Medicine, in-flight medical emergencies occurred at a rate of 18.2 incidents per million passengers in 2021. Most of these emergencies are managed and have positive outcomes. Still, the study found mortality rate from in-flight medical emergencies to be 0.21 deaths per million passengers. So it's not a lot.
It's not. Like you said, it doesn't matter. All right, moving on. Denny's is in the news. Denny's is following suit with Waffle House. They are adding egg surcharges due to nationwide shortage.
Wow.
Yeah.
I won't be getting my moons over my hammy anytime soon.
We haven't because they closed the nearest
our
one
Denny's
anyway.
Closed.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, that has eggs in it. So.
Yeah. Denny's will be adding a surcharge for meals that include the use of eggs for some locations due to rising costs from a nationwide egg shortage. The restaurant chain did not announce which of the 1,500 locations would impose the surcharge, but it did say it was on a restaurant-by-restaurant basis, and the amounts of the increase would vary by market. Like Waffle House did a 50-cent per egg surcharge, so it may not be as bad. A wave of avian influenza has forced several million chickens to be euthanized, upending national poultry and egg supplies. We understand our guests' desire for value, and we will continue to look ways to provide options on our menu, according to a company statement on Bloomberg. As I mentioned, Denny joins Waffle House and several other breakfast restaurants that have had to do the similar thing with their egg surcharge. So
that's crazy.
It is. It's kind of nutso. You got to realize it's a little bit on the nuts side. So
now, see, I'm reading a little bit more about this whole thing when somebody dies on a plane. This article is saying that the crew will record the time of death and then do what they can to move the body to a more secluded area. This could mean the crew rest area, the forward galley area, or an empty row of seats.
Yeah, you also saw or heard that the husband said there wasn't a lot of extra space.
When it is not possible and moving the passengers around the body is also not possible, i.e. the plane is full, the most likely scenario is that the plane would be diverted to the nearest available airport.
Oh, so they would make a stop, huh?
That's according to this, yeah.
Wow. Somebody wasn't following regulations. Maybe Qatar...
There have been cases where the plane keeps going to the final destination despite there having been a dead body on board.
Oh, it's not Qatar, it's Emirates. Emirates is the one that's high class. Never mind.
Oh.
So, yeah. How much are eggs in Florida? Here I had to pay $12 for 2 cartons of eggs. Would that be 24 eggs for your 2 cartons, like a dozen each? Because there's 18. We usually buy them in the 18-pack. 18-pack is $9. So if it's 24 for 12, it's about average $2 an egg. That's bad. It's bad. I say put a parachute on the body, throw it out the door.
Oh, jeez, that's terrible.
John, what the fuck
That's
is wrong
terrible.
with you, man? That is just wrong.
Oh, that's just messed up. This says someone recounts that his wife was flying from Sydney, Australia to Los Angeles when a passenger 2 rows in front of her passed away unexpectedly during the flight. The 3rd hour of the 14-hour flight. The man was flying with his wife, had taken 2 sleeping pills, and the flight attendants were unable to wake him. 2 doctors on board and attempted to revive him using the defibrillator, but their efforts were unsuccessful. The flight crew then wrapped his body in plastic, secured it with duct tape, and moved it to the forward galley.
Wonderful.
That just sounds awful.
Wonderful.
Where the body remained until they reached the final destination 11 hours later.
Wonderful.
11 hours, too. That's a long...
Well, can you imagine going from Australia to Italy? There you go.
Yeah.
That's a long-ass flight. All right. I'm going to get the hell out of here. Time to get some sleep. I got Raw to catch up on. Yeah. We'll figure it out one way or another. All right. Listen, we're out of here. Have a great day. John, thanks for tuning in. We also want to thank Michelle Dickinson for joining us. And we will definitely be sure to focus on the positive more than the negative. So have a great evening, everybody. And we'll see you Monday right here on the show. The new month starts. Take care, everybody. Bye.
But now the sun don't hurt me. It blinded me permanently.